Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the Rulebreakers Team 2 cards to review now. We're taking a look at the Toney card, right? Ivan Toney, who is a 3-star skill move player, 4-star weak foot. He's right-footed, 6'2", with a high work rate while being a high and average body type player. This card is going to have the lengthy accelerate on the architect chemistry style, right? So that's definitely going to be an interesting thing to try out with the card. What I'm more concerned about is the fact that this card is that accelerate, yes, but he is a person who, you know, in the dribbling could definitely be improved in, as well as a card that is high work rated, right? Normally with the lengthy accelerates, high work rates, it's okay to do, but I do prefer it on, you know, high medium work rated cards, you know, stuff like that. For instance, the Edin Dzeko card, right? So Dzeko's card, this one right here, as a physical type striker, is absolutely fantastic, right? But he has a high medium work rate, so it works really well for him at his height and the way that he moves because of those certain variables, right? So we're going to be testing that out with Toney's card on the architect, as well as the finisher chemistry style, which is going to be this one right here, because finisher does improve the dribbling capabilities of the card if we don't end up liking him on the lengthy accelerates, right? So pace on the card is going to be in a decent area. 85 acceleration, 90 sprint speed for a physical type striker is not bad whatsoever. Shooting on the card for base card stats could be improved a little bit more, right? For base card stats, I do feel like it could be a little bit up there, which is why a finisher could be an ideal situation for him. But regardless, the shooting will be as it is on the architect, so we'll be trying it out on both. Passing will be massively improved on the architect chemistry style. It is nice to have a passing boost for the strikers, but if there's certain things that are missing, you should upgrade those other certain things, right? It's just one of those types of things. Dribbling on the card we will be experimenting with because of the fact that he is 6'2" at a high and average body type. Will we care about that if he's on the lengthy accelerate? We'll see, right? 89 heading accuracy with 92 jumping, so it is a card that could potentially win some headers in the air as well, with some pretty good strength and aggression on an architect chemistry style. So it's definitely a very interesting card. Again, he has certain variables here and there that could influence the card either positively or negatively, but obviously in game we will see. So guys, with Toney, we will be using him in the striker position for Boris Legends and Joxson's 4231. If you guys haven't checked out Joxson's 4231, be sure to check out the video that we uploaded on Content Day. It's the Pro Player 4231. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let's get started. Nice, Toney. Well done, well done. Good finish with the weak foot there, too. Oh, too much overcommitment there. Unlucky. Oh, almost got the drag off there. Just near the drag, man. Let's go. Good job, boys. Good job. Oh, too much power on that. Too much power. Went on his right foot, too. Didn't expect that to happen. Oh, the ball roll touch doesn't work there? Really? Let's go! I tried to get that initial pass to him, but I was like waiting for that movement. Never really got it there. I don't score that either. What, man? I think with Toney, guys, I don't really care about giving him a lengthy. I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to be one of those types of guys, I think. How do I not score that? Your finishing has to be much better there. Shouldn't have to require to get a green on that. And that's on a finisher too, eh? Oh. I've hit the crossbar a lot this game so far. See, that's what I want him to be the best at, you know? That's why I don't really cross the ball too often. It's kind of like random to do. I probably should have made the extra pass there. It's always helpful to do. Thank you. There we go. That's the touch that I needed there. Go, Toney. I have to be careful with that extra pass. That extra pass, they always usually get. I have to like be careful with that. No way, man. Oh. Oh, get blocked there, unlucky. No, Toney, man. And I don't score that. Oh my goodness. Should be able to get that. There we go. It's a good pass, but unlucky with the shot. There we go. Good job, boys. Good build-up play. Good build-up play. I like it. Oh, I didn't expect him to switch to his right foot there. That was so weird. What? Sure. Sure. Alrighty then. So that dribbling of his is definitely a letdown in regards to like responsiveness. It does slow down the play quite a bit because when players are making good runs, he's kind of like slow at taking the small like necessary touches and whatnot. Nah, man. Oh, he's offside. Ah, dude. There we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ah, I wish it went over his foot. I needed that shot to come off. No, Toney, you gotta attack the space, my boy. Nice. Let's go, Toney. Nah, he can't be saving that. No chance, man. No chance. Come on, man. Ipa. Oh, I was about to say, man. That was a huge mistake by him. Sergio Ramos with the interception. Toney with the finish. I'll take it. See, that's the thing about Toney's card, right? Is that it almost feels like you have to use him with the finisher because the high work rates, like I'd have to force a get in behind out of him, and it just wouldn't feel natural. It just wouldn't feel natural on his card. But the thing is, man, is that even when I give him a finisher, like the finishing is not like crazy special. You still have to work like high percentage strikes. Yeah, it's just that dribbling, man, with Toney. It's not crazy. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Ivan Toney card. So, guys, in regards to how this card performs in game, we did try him out on the Architect chemistry style to make him a lengthy player. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wanted to switch off of it like really quickly. Really quickly. Reason being for this is because there's certain cards that when you use them on a lengthy, like a Zeko, it makes a lot of sense to do that, right? The reason why it makes a lot of sense to do it on Zeko is because you can kind of see certain things that is done really well on the card. Like, let's say, for instance, I were to use this card on either a Hawk chemistry style or a Hunter chemistry style. He is lengthy with pace like this and dribbling stats set up the way that it is with a 5-star weak foot. However, he's 6'4" with a high medium work rate. Because Toney is a high work rated card, it almost feels like you can't really utilize that lengthy as much when it comes down to a base characteristic, right? Sure, you can force the get in behind instruction out of the card. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, for me personally, if you don't have the right base attacking AI, I hate forcing get in behind out of a card. Like, if you have someone like Kylian Mbappe who is unbalanced, you know Kylian Mbappe has crazy attacking AI. However, if you give him a get in behind, it makes sense for him because you know that he has that certain attacking AI that'll just make him do it more, right? So it makes sense to do that. With Toney, I didn't feel that. Right away in the game, I was like, gotta give him a finisher chemistry style. Why? Because I need to boost the dribbling, I need to boost the shooting, because his base characteristic doesn't feel, in my opinion, that great on a lengthy. Making those runs, it wasn't that type of card for me, right? So I switched it right away, gave him the finisher chemistry style. He ended up scoring a few goals for me. What I will say about the Toney card, guys, is that he does feel more for sentimental value or for the fun aspect than it is for, you know, the in-game quality. Like, obviously, with the way that the game modes are set up in this year's game with Division Rivals and Foot Champs, you do get to a certain point where he would be a more frustrating card to use, right? Because of the fact that, you know, he kind of plays a certain way that's not super ideal. I really think the high work rates part of the card kind of ruins him in a little way, right? Now, not to say that he's a terrible card by any means, right? Because in this year's game, a lot of these cards are incredibly usable, right? We were still able to score a lot of opportunities with him, but if I were to take the game a little bit seriously, it's not a card that I would use. And it kind of makes sense, guys, because the community knows when they actually try all these cards, because he's 43k right now, right? So he is a cheaper alternative to work with as a physical type striker from the Premier League that gives you those English links, depending on the types of links that you're working with. But it is a card that, if you're decent enough at FIFA, you could definitely make him work 100%. He'll score goals for you, but it's not too special, in my opinion, right? Like, with the traits only being on power header and stuff, you would kind of have to utilize the jumping more, the heading more. Didn't really care too much about doing that kind of stuff. We did it sometimes, but it's like you still have to get into a high percentage area to even be able to hit that header anyways, if that makes sense, right? So definitely not that special of a card in my opinion. I don't think it's a card I would ever use again in the future after the review, because he was frustrating me in some of the serious attacks that we were doing, right? It was like certain things that I want to be able to do that I just really couldn't do, right? So yeah, one of those types of cards, right? So decent, but not that crazy. It makes sense. The community knows, especially with this price range being at 43k. So yeah, it's not the same situation as this guy, right? This guy, people know, bro. The community knows. 143k, solid card. Very good at finishing. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.